Hey there guys, welcome back to Skirmish Miniature Gaming, and it's Warcry Day! Warcry! So it's going to be Luke and Alan. If you're new to the channel, obviously do check out the fact that we're getting a week of full Warcry content on for you guys. We cover skirmish content from Kill Team to now Warcry, because it's finally here, and we've got Malifaux going on, 3rd edition now, so do check that out as well. And we do cover a few other different games. We're trying to get more things going on, because we want to be this main provider on YouTube for skirmish games. So if you're new to the channel, do subscribe, throw a like on the video if you like what you see, and throw us a comment down. Tell us what you're most excited about for Warcry, what warband you're interested in, what do you think about how the games have gone. Let us know. But Luke, I'm going to be using the Iron Golems for this game, and Alan is going to be taking
Untamed Beasts.
Untamed Beasts. So obviously the two from the starter set. If you do want to check out the follow-up game to this, which is going to also be free on YouTube, it's going to be up at the same time, hopefully, or just thereafter, is going to be Stormcast Eternals for me against Al, who's taking the Untamed Beasts again. So we're going to mix it up with a non-chaos faction, which is interesting.
I will be bringing you some orcs.
Yes, that's very true, yeah. So Al's got Al's known for his orcs, so if you're new to the channel, Al's always bringing the orcs, so we love a bit of orc action. So you're going to be having the Iron Jaws and Bone Splitters.
And the Bone Splitters, yeah.
So they're all going to be coming at some
and
point.
maybe, just maybe, some Gloom Spike kits. Gloom Spike kits.
So we'll have to see with that. And then for me, I've also got Night Haunt kicking around somewhere, so that'll be on at some point.
Fun.
Yep. Some resurrections and whatnot. But for this game, guys, we're going to get going. We'll get into it, and we'll see you there. Enjoy. Hey there guys, so here we go, the Iron Golems, first time out using these guys. So we'll start from the left hand side here, and I'll try and get all the names right. We've got the Dominar, who's my leader for the group, comes to 970 points altogether. So he's one of the most costly, but then not above this guy, the Ogre Breacher. He's massive, it's like a massive 235 points. He's going to be my, well, literally as it says, he's going to be that guy in Lord of the Rings, the berserker that jumps into the wall and blows up the mine. That's what that guy is. Then we've got the Signifier, who's kind of your guy carrying the, like your standard bearer, if you like. He's going to be able to use specific ability, which should be quite handy. Then coming across, we've got the Drill Master. So he's nice, he's one of the more ranged fellas, so he might get a specific ability there as well. Coming down to the left here, we've got the Armator, I want to say. He's like the little Chaos Dwarf. Pretty cool model. Wanted to see Chaos Dwarves in Sigmar for a long time now. I guess there's the Forge World ones, but there we go. You've got the Iron Legionary, which are kind of your generic guys, so they're pretty cool. They're taking a couple of those just to be able to fill out the list a bit. And then we've got the go with the Bowlers. This is the Iron Legionary with Bowlers. Yeah. And you can do that whirlwind quad ability, which is looks pretty awesome. But that's the Iron Golems. I've got 8 models. I think L comes out at 9. So Untamed Beasts. So do you want to start down at the right here, Al? That's your leader.
That's my leader. He's a Heart Eater.
Nice.
Nice.
Looking really good.
Next to him, we've got the First Fang. He's got a nifty ability to drag people like off of platforms and stuff.
Nice.
Behind him is the Beast Speaker. She's got a nice ability to chain activate the Rock Tusk Prowler behind her.
The Cerberus looking thing, yeah.
Yeah.
To the right here, in the middle?
In the middle, those are the Plains Runners. They're my ordinary dudes.
Yeah.
Quick, agile, but not too strong. And then we've got 2 Prey Takers with fanged axes,
Nice.
which are slightly slower than the swords, but slightly stronger, which I think is probably useful. So that's what I've gone for.
You've got the beastie at the back.
Alright.
Nice. So that is the Untamed Beast. Just before we carry on here, and before we flip some battle plan cards, we have to split our warband. Have to split them down into 3 different battle groups. So you've got the dagger, shield, and hammer. So I've got dagger, shield, hammer, and you'll have to have at least 1 model in each battle group. And your shield, which is the one I got in the middle there, has to have a 1/3 or more of the points cost rounding up from the whole warband. So that is pretty much my layout there, as you can see.
Dagger, shield, hammer.
Nice and simple. Very Untamed Beast-like. So obviously the shield there being at least 1/3 or more, roughly. We've worked that out. It's probably about right. Right, let's do the first priority roll, just a single roll to see who gets priority, I guess, which is Alan. So Alan, do you want to flip some cards for me here? So top to bottom, flip these off. So we've got terrain, we've got hold out, and then we've got the twist and the victory there. So terrain first, looks as such, and we'll flick up to the board. I managed to get lots of terrain painted up ready, and we're going to use the flip side of the board for the next game, which I've also got terrain painted up for, so I've gone mad. But yeah, pretty much as close as we can get it to that battle plan card, so it looks really good. Got some boardwalks, some step ladders on either side, or some ladders should I say. We've got some of the spikes in the middle, they could be interesting. I want to see somebody get kicked onto one of those maybe, like a Sparta style.
Or dragged on.
Or dragged onto. In terms of deployment, this is the card we drew, hold out. So obviously Alan won the priority roll, so he gets to pick whether he wants to be blue or red, and you picked blue, didn't you?
Yes.
So Alan's going to get his daggers and his shields on right at the beginning of the game, whereas for me, I'm going to get only my hammers, which, if you remember rightly, is just my little Chaos Dwarf. Then round 2, we've got all my shield coming in, and then we've got my dagger down at the bottom there. But be an interesting test, this one, considering that the victory condition, shock and awe, a player wins the battle as soon as every fighter in their opponent's dagger is taken down, and mine are coming on round 3, whereas Alan's are on at the start here. So at the end of the 4th battle round, and each subsequent battle round, any dagger fighters within 4 inches of the battlefield edge immediately count as being taken down, and then the campaign part doesn't matter because we're not playing campaign. Interesting. And then the twist, Insidious Malignance. So each time a fighter finishes its activation within an inch of a terrain feature, roll a dice. On a 1, allocate 3 damage points to that fighter. Ouch. Very Shaishan magic, yeah, saturates the battlefield, which is really cool actually, considering the battlefield that we're using. But yeah, we've sorted deployment, sorted terrain. As you can see, we've set up stuff around the edge ready to come in where it's meant to go. Deployment now though does happen technically. I'm going to be deploying my little Chaos Dwarf in the middle here after Alan set up his dagger first. First to deploy, since Alan won the priority roll, 3-inch aura from that, horizontally from that middle point there. Then Alan still has the priority here for deploying the shields. So yeah, 3 inches here from this marker, horizontally. The shields battle group are set up for the Untamed beasts, as you can see. Daggers over yonder. So very interesting. And then for me, my little Chaos Dwarf on his own, because I've been chosen to be the red deployment, and my hammers start bang in the middle, which is my little Chaos Dwarf on his own. So he's going to be within 3 inches of the middle here. And for me, the Chaos Dwarf, or my shield battle group, sorry, not shield battle group, hammer battle group, he's coming in, dropping in the middle there within 3 inches of the middle. And that is it, that is the setup. My little Chaos Dwarf surrounded for battle round 1. My shield contingent is coming in round 2, and they're looking a lot more hench, so we'll have to see how that goes. But yeah, we'll get going here and go into a initiative roll. Okay, so we are ready to go into the first initiative roll for 6 dice, sorry. So that's clearly a 4 there, so I'll keep that. Oh, I've got a triple in there. I've got a triple 5, and then obviously we've both got a wild dice yet as well. So Al, do you want to roll yours? And then we'll sort out the wild dice. Okay, oh nice, 2 6s in there, and 3 3s. Wow, triple as well. Right, so we're both banking our wild dice as well. We're not going to up anything first turn here. I've got trip 5s, a 4, a 2 and a 1 singles. Al's got a double 6, a trip 3 and a single 5, so I've got more singles, which means I will be getting the initiative here for battle round 1. I've only got my little Chaos Dwarfy for my activation, so I am just going to literally use my trip for this first battle round, since otherwise I'm just going to waste it. For a universal ability, I'm just going to use it on my double to rush, to add 1 to his move characteristic for the whole activation. So instead of move 4, he's going to be move 5 for this activation. So that's the Chaos Dwarf. He's made his way through the archway there, because he's small enough. And then come around to the other side here, ready for the shield contingent to come in on this side. So Alan's going to go, it's just the rest of his fighters to activate for the Untamed Beasts, so they're going to push, get ready I think for the stagger contingents coming in the 3rd battle round. So you're going to use your double 6 to use the extra movement, yeah, for universal ability, so he's going to go up to more movement, basically an extra inch for this round. So just both all moving once, twice there, just to be able to settle down, ready for, I think, my dagger contingent to come in. He's planning ahead smartly, as am I, kind of thing. And then it's just your plane runners to go, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the name of the abilities, and then how was it the...
Savage Fury.
So using your trip 3 for a double, I think. So you get an extra inch movement with the plane runner, and then you get an extra attack as well. So pretty good, really.
Add 1 to the attack characteristics of the next attack's action they make during this activation.
So make the move, you're within an inch of me, so you can use your attack action with +1 attack. So 4 attacks, 3 + 1 for the ability, so then you're going to get strength 3 versus my toughness of 4 for my beefcake chaos dwarf, so you're going to need 5s.
Alrighty. Nothing!
No, nothing! So chaos dwarf lives for now, nothing going on there, so then I'll just move up the rest of these plane runners, I reckon. Then the other 2 planes runners activated, and they've come over to here. They're not quite within an inch of terrain. We've both made sure to stay at least an inch away from the terrain because of the twist, Insidious Malignance. But yeah, that is more or less it. We are going to be going now into battle round 2 because nothing else has gone on so far. We're both waiting for things to come in, I think. So initiative roll for battle round 2. Both got we've got both got 2 wild dice to spend now. I'm getting a trip 3 and 3 singles. I think I like that. Al, what are you getting? Al gets a double 2, a triple 6, and a 1, a single 1. So at the moment I'm getting initiative, but we've both got 2 wild dice to apply here. So for me, I'm using my 2 wild dice, quad 3 and a double 5 there. So nice and interesting. And keeping my 2 singles. I have the initiative, so I had to sort my wild dice out first. Al, what are you going to do? That looks pretty nice over there. Tasty triple 6 going on, so you've got 2 wild dice to apply as well. So Al, and I think I'll probably agree with him here, so 4, turn the trip 6 into a quadruple 6, which is brutal. And then over here, it's going to be saving the other wild dice for battle round 3, which is probably sensible as well. So it's going to be going into reserves, which for me is going to be dropping in my shield here, because Alan hasn't got any for round 2, I don't believe. Right, my shield battle group coming in. 3 big guys dropping in there, and a little lone. That is an Iron Legionary. He's just set up on his own to come and help out with this plane runner, just to try and make sure he goes down. I'm going to use the first activation then on my little Chaos Dwarf. The let's get the names right here, I suppose. It is my Armator, or I prefer Armeater actually. So he's going to use 2 attack actions here, and then if I need to do anything else, I'm going to use my quad to use Rampage. So he gets some bonus move action and then a bonus attack action. So quite nasty, and he's not too bad, my little Chaos Dwarf. So 3s, 4s, and 5s on. I believe it's actually 4 attacks, and 6s are crits. Oh, I need to re-roll that one. That was a bit too cocked. So I get 3 hits and 1 crit. Altogether 7 damage with the crit in there. We've got 1, 1, 1, and a 4 there with the critical hit. Only 1 hit point remaining for the plane. That was a good roll, to be fair, but I've just got my second attack action now. So same again. There we go. He's definitely dead. He's more than dead. So activating the planesman there. He's moving away, I don't blame him. And second action to move again, just further down the line there. I'm going to activate the Iron Legionnaire just behind here, and it's just going to push forward twice, I think. I'm going to spend my double here on increasing his movement though. Moving all the way down to underneath the bridge here, the walkway. I've spent my 2 5s, my pair of 5s, my double, to get the extra movement, so he had 10 movement in total with 2 moves. Double move with the planes runner, getting straight back over here, running away. It's very unchaosy this game so far, I think, but I think it's tactical for sure. My signifier is use the double move around the back here for my next activation, and then I'm going to spend my quad 3s, and I'm actually going to turn that into, use it as a triple, and I'm going to use it for the signifier's ability, Stand Defiant. So anybody, including himself within 6-inch aura, gets +1 to their toughness for this battle round. Activating there with the, what's his name? Can't remember his name, isn't it?
Rock-Tusk Prowler.
Ooh, Rock-Tusk Prowler. He's double moving around the corner.
Bad kitty.
So sorry, that was just one move with the Rock Tusk. He's got 8 moves because he's one of the second move for the Tusk. He's going to just head backwards that way, but into the middle of the buildings. Interesting. Activated the Breacher. He's come just around the corner here with 2 moves for 8. Getting going there with the edge. I can remember his name.
Beast Talker, I think.
Something, a Beast Tamer or Talker, yeah. So he's moving alongside his pal, pushing forward. So just the movement through the middle there, under the ladder, the steps, and then you're going to wait, which means that obviously you're just going to end your activation there. That's fine. My next activation, I'm just going to push forward my leader, and that's what he's done. He's moved push forward as well, straight into the middle there. So we're all done now for the Iron Golem, so I think it's just one more left round here.
2 moves.
Making the 2 moves.
Staying
and then
there.
you're going to use Rampage for your 4 with your 4 6s, your quad 4, 6, sorry.
Yeah.
So range 8, getting that bonus attack action off against the Breacher.
2 dice, but I'm needing 5s to hit because your strength is higher than my.
So 5s and 6s then on 2 dice.
2 dice.
So I'm taking 6 here.
1.
1. You do get 1. What's the damage?
2.
That's him activated. That's his bonus attack action. The Breacher's lost 2, so he's down to 28 wounds left. Being a massive troll that he is. That's it for battle round 2. So we're going into battle round 3 here. Next initiative roll. I'm getting. I think that's all singles. How in the hell? How in the world?
Yahtzee!
I literally got. I know I got a double 4 there. I think. Sorry, I miscalculated that. So yeah, I do have a double 4 there, guys. But then it's Alan's initiative roll. See what we get. Oh, there we go. So a double 3, double 1s, and a 6. 2 singles, I believe, there. So we've both applied our wild dice. Alan saved 1 from last battle round, so he's got 2 to apply, and I've only got the 1. So I've turned my 6 there into a double. I've got 3 singles, and I've got a double 4 from the first roll. Alan has turned 2 of his doubles into trips, so a trip 1 and a trip 3 value, and he's only got 2 singles. So I have 3 singles, he has 2, so I'm going to be getting the initiative here. But now we're going to be going into a reserve phase and bringing in these reserves. Since I've got the initiative, my dagger will come in here, and then Al will deploy all of his shield, I think, within 3 inches of this line here. Right then, see, I'm super excited now. This is getting very intense. All of my daggers came in here, and as I put them down, I think we realised that my daggers are against Alan's daggers now, and he's only got the 2 left. So, and I've got initiative here, and then all of Alan's shields have come in against my shield battle group here. So, boy, is it tense! It's heating up now.
I may have made a tactical error.
So Drill Master's going to go. He's going to move 2 for his 8, and then I'm going to use my bowler ability to throw some bowlers at you. So move 2 with the bowlers, and then I'm going to use my 6 double to use the bowler ability and throw those into the Plains Master. If I roll a 6 here, I get to use 6 on the value. If I roll a 4 or 5, it's just 1 damage per. No, so it's just 1 damage, but probably worth it. Okay, so pulling me 3 inches closer by using your harpoon ability, yeah? With this guy, so you're going to spend your trip 3, which means that you get to move me 3 inches closer with the harpoon. So I'm going to there, essentially. So before I got pulled forwards, he's actually using the harpoon to injure me first, so technically we should have done that before he got pulled.
Harpoon snag.
So 2 dice, I believe it was.
Yep.
There we go for it.
Strength 4,
Toughness
presumably
5,
some needing 5s.
Yep, all 6s.
Got 1.
2 damage, was
For
it?
2 damage.
So that was just the bonus action, so for 3 for a trip. So he's just going to do 2 more attacks here, so what we can do. Oh, 4 damage. So I'm on 4 health left here, guys. Can you do it on 2 dice?
I had a good feeling about the first Fang when I was building these guys. I thought he was going to be a star.
Yeah. Oh, 2
wow.
damage. Right, so I've moved him from the stairs for my next activation, get him out of the way a bit. So he's only got his 2 wounds left, obviously. He's double moved all the way across here, and then he's going to use my bowler's ability again, so he's going to throw bowlers at your little plane runner. So I get 2 dice. I'm going to spend my double 4. 2 dice, 4s and 5s or 6s cause 4 damage instead. Oh, I got a 6, so 4 damage. Nice, that cuts him in half straight away. That's all my ability dice, but that is the Legionnaire gone. That's probably a good decision to use him before he died, probably. And then it's on to Alan's activation again here. Yeah, so we've got the measurement here, so it's 8 inches roughly for the Roctus. So if you move that one for me, I'll a sec. He moves to just about there with an inch. And then he's going to get a free attack action in. 4 attacks then, with some sort of savage bite, I think. On 4s, 5s, or 6s for crits. Oh, you get a crit and a 4. Right, so I'm going to activate this guy before he then dies. So he's going to budge 3 inches, and he's within 3 inches then. Falling back, disengaging. And disengaging, as long as you can only move away the 3 inches, but as long as you end outside of an inch, and then you can pretty much do anything else. So I'm going to use my 3-inch bowlers then. I'm going to throw them, which is 3-inch range, for 3. Is it 3? Yep, 3 dice. On it's going to be strength 4 as well. What's your toughness with the little guy? 3 probably. So my strength is greater than your toughness, so it's going to be 3s and 6s for crits. Oh, so let's see what that is. So sorry, just to track back to that, I'm only strength 3 with the bowlers, so it was actually 4s, but I did get the 2 anyway. So a crit was 2 damage, and a 4 was 1 damage, which means that he's down to 1 health, he's lost 7. Double move, yeah? For the plains runner, getting over to his buddy, running away. I don't blame him, need to get away now. Right, my activation, that is the plains runner. I'm going to use the breacher for what he's good at, and that is to run into people. So I'm going to use my 3 inches to disengage, 4 inches to push to within an inch of both of these guys and trap them in. I think that's the best thing you can do because he is very big health. So disengaging 3 inches with the whip guy, can't remember his name. So he's directly under the ladder, we just can't fit the whip under. Trapping him in with the second move, coming around the back there from under the ladder. But then my leader here is going to make the first move to get everybody here into combat, and then I'm going to attack your leader, I think, with an attack action. I'm going to go into the guy on this side here with all 3 of my dice, so it's going to be strength 5, toughness was it 4? So it's going to be 3s, 6s of crits. Oh, that's brutal. Okay, so that's 9 damage altogether, brutal, but he's on 1 wound left again here. He's running around the corner here, so he's getting away, staying outside of that inch of terrain. Dangerous terrain though, because everything's dangerous this game for terrain. Double move, he's activated, so it's going to be my activation again here. Double moving with the Iron Legionnaire around the corner here for 8 inches. So tracking him down now, I'm cornering him. So activating this one for L, the one that's down to his 1 health. Disengaging 3 inches, and then probably going to push another 4, yeah? Nice. Just an extra inch on the movement then. I'm going to use the trip as a double because there's not much else you can use it for right now to get that extra inch movement, because disengage does not count as a move, so you have to stick at 3 inches for that. But an extra little budge, which you do need, to be fair, to get back down here and help out now. Right, coming in over here then with the standard bearer, he's going to move 4 to get within an inch there of the fighter here, and then it's going to be a case of 3 attack dice with his second action for attack, strength 4. Into this guy. So 3 attack dice with the signifier, 4s and 5s and 6s of crits. Oh, only 5. So that is, I believe, 2 damage. Yes, 2 damage. So 2 damage down to 8 health left. 3 inch disengage again, and then you're going to be moving your extra 5 for him actually. So you're going to move the 5 inches down to the edge there for the second action. Then my last activation is going to be with the Chaos Dwarf. So I didn't realise, but my breacher actually ended within an inch technically of terrain, so he needs to roll. On a 1, he suffers, I think, 3 damage. He got 6, he's fine. Chaos Dwarf is just going to move his 6, double move, because he's only got 3 inch movement, bless him, short legs. Just up to the edge there. And then I think there's only 1 activation left, which is for Alan's guy left here. Disengaging, and then moving again your 4, is it with him, or 5? So 4, pushing straight down the flank as well there. Just trying to get forward, trying to close in on my daggers now. So that is the end of Battle Round 3. Going into Battle Round 4, let's do some initiative rolling. I'm getting a double 3, double 5 and a double 1. Wow, but no singles though. So Alan's roll for the Untamed Beasts. Ooh, double 6, but that's it for the doubles. So at the moment, you're going to win initiative either way here. So Al's definitely getting the initiative. He's just used his wild dice to make a trip 6, and then he's got 4 singles. I've got 2 doubles and a triple. That's what I've used my wild dice for. So I'll make that a 5, sorry. And yeah, so Alan's definitely getting an initiative going into combat phase for Battle Round 4. So Al's first activation, is it the Saber Tusk?
Rock Tusk Prowler.
So he's going to move 8 inches for his first activation.
And he's doing
first action, and he's going to do what's the
pounce.
A pounce ability. Wow. So you're going to use your trip 6, and you use the value of 6 of this to cause 6 damage at the end of a move action if you're within an inch of an enemy fighter. Ouch! And then second action after that, you're going to have a nibble. I'm down to 9 health with him, so we'll see if he lives or not.
Strength 4.
Toughness for my bowler guy is 4, so 4s are needed, 6s for crits.
It's 4 dice.
4 dice. Oh no! Oh, I think he's dead. 14 damage. Oh my god, he's going to be man of the match if you do manage to win this now. That'd be a hell of a comeback. Nice move, well done. So he's taken down one of my daggers now, and I've only got 1 health guy and
Good kitty. Good kitty.
Whoever else there, I can't even remember now. So I'm going to activate the Iron Legionnaire here, and he's going to move twice for his 8. So use his 2 movement to get to there, so he's activated, but then I'm going to use one of my doubles here. Let's go with a double 1. Because you've only got 1 health left over there, so I'm going to throw some bowlers at you. And we're going to do 2 dice. So we'll use those 2 dice.
Miss!
I need a 4 or higher on one of these dice.
Miss!
I get a 4 and a 6, so it's 2 damage. Only 1 dagger left for the Untamed Beasts. Can we do it for the Iron Golems? But that is him activated, so it's Alan's choice next. Down to the wire. So activating this guy here, the whip dude. So it's going to be
3 dice, hitting on 4s.
Okay.
Come on, baby.
Oh yeah. 2. Is that enough though?
No,
I don't think it is.
2 damage.
Right, so my Iron Legionnaire is going to go. It's 4 inches to get to here, to be within an inch to get a second action in for an attack, and stick you in combat. So it's going to be 2 dice on looking at 4s, because your toughness 3, I think. And I'm strength 3. So that's a damage already. I'm going to spend my 555 on bowlers, so if I get this 3 on 2 dice, it's 4s and 5s for 1 damage, but a crit would cause 5 damage because that's the value of the throw. See what we get. Can we get a crit? Yes! Oh! Alright, so I got a crit and no hit, so 5 damage from the value, which puts him down to 1 health again here. There we go, so using disengage to get to the pillar, moving up the pillar and along the boardwalk slightly there, so he's trying to run away. He's trying to run away with his 1 health, but I think I might be able to take him down now. Okay, so the other thing we forgot is that obviously Alan did his move on terrain, his activation, so on a roll of a 1 he could kill himself anyway. It'd be quite an entertaining end to the daggers for this game. No, okay, right. Fair enough. So he's alright for now, but we are going into my activation. I should be able to, I think, take him out here, but we'll see. So disengaging with my first action here for my very injured bowler man, as I call him. And then he's going to use his 3-inch ranged attack into the saber tusk thing, can't remember what they're called. 3 dice, strength 3, what's the toughness of your saber tooth thing?
4.
So I'm going to be wounding on 5s here actually, I think, because I'm less strength. Nope, nothing. But what we really want is to be able to use our last ability dice, and then I'm going to use the last of my ability dice, double 3, to try and take off the last wound off this guy here with a bowler, because I'm just within 6 inches there. So it's going to be 2 dice. I need a 4 or higher on these 2 dice for you to go down. Yeah, 6 as well in there. So last wound goes for the dagger. Falls off the boardwalk onto the spikes. So yeah, definitely take him out. Very thematic end. Wow. I mean, I don't know what it's like for people watching Warcry. It might seem that it's quite a simple game, but I think me and Al can both probably say after playing that game how much fun it is to play Warcry.
Absolute blast.
It was so, it's so well designed. In a simple way, but also it still adds way more than you think. The abilities add a lot. Obviously, if I didn't have those ability dice there, I wouldn't have been able to win that this round. It would have gone on longer because I needed those bowlers to be able to take you down. It was literally me hunting you down with bowlers and trying to tangle down your legs. So thematic. And then obviously Alan just had to try and get away, but it was always going to be tough there. But it was so tense right down to the end. There were so many. The way they design the damage in this game means that it's all odd numbers, so that your wounds characteristics are generally even numbers, which means that you're more than likely going to always go down to 1 health left, and it leaves it really tense. And little decisions that you make are so big in this game. And one thing that we've both said is that the movement and the deployment in this game is such a big deal. It really is massive. Alan was back and forth the whole way through the game, wondering what he should have done for the deployment at the start, but I don't think there was any way of telling really how it would have gone, especially first time that we played it. What did you think, Alan? Awesome?
Just fantastic. I mean, considering it's the first time out of the box,
Yeah.
brand new game,
Yeah.
we haven't had to pick up a rule book.
No.
It's just been
Yeah. I mean, you get
straight out fun from the get-go.
with the starter set, folks. You get obviously like your summary sheet, and this is pretty much all you need for the game. I'm not even going to lie. You can have a read through the rule book, but you don't need to know much more than is on this sheet here, and it gives you references to the pages for where you need to do things. So they've really done well with this box set. There's so much you get from the box set as well. I couldn't recommend more than to pick up the box set and split it with a friend or something. The amount of, I mean, we've had this terrain, for example, and then I've painted up for the other side of the board, which we're going to go into next for another game. I've painted up the other half of the set cream so that it suits the other side of the board. If you really did enjoy that game, guys, like I say, if it's the first time you've approached the channel, which it probably is for Warcry, please do subscribe, throw a like on the video. I hope you enjoyed watching that as much as you. Yeah, thank you, Alan. Awesome as always. And yeah, super excited now to get more Warcry in, because this is a smooth game system. And I hope you, like I said, you guys enjoyed that. Me and Alan are going to go into playing a second game here on the other side of the board, so you can follow the link in the description and at the end of this video to that, which is going to be the Untamed Beasts coming back against my Stormcast. So the first time that we've used one of the non-chaos factions, so I'm going to see how I can do with the Stormcast. Should be quite a different game. We'll flip some different cards. So get over there, guys. Get over there and watch that one as well, because it's going to be awesome. Me and Helen are super excited like little kids, I swear. Yeah.
It's like Christmas morning.
Yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, and we'll see you next time. Happy skirmishing.